What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Olight World YouTube channel. And in this one, we are going to talk about a super hot topic and something that we get asked on a daily basis, and that is what firearms work with our different weapon light models. So in this video, we are going to break it down into full size compacts and subcompacts and what current weapon lights that we have that will fit those different sizes.
But before we get into all of that information, since this is this week's video, we are going to give away a Boulder RL Mini. All you guys need to do to enter is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and in the comments below, let us know out of all of the pistol lights that Olight makes, let us know which one is your favorite.
Luckily, we offer a ton of different models and completely different form factors, so I'm sure we have something that is going to work with your setup. So let's go ahead and talk about it.
We pounded it. You can check out the rail, how it's all bowed out right there. That's all bent up, but it never even turned off.
Now, full disclosure, all of the firearms that we're going to show you in this video do not have magazines, and they've been triple checked to make sure that they are completely empty. So to the keyboard warriors, relax. This video is safe and everything is just fine. Now, the way that we're going to start is we're going to break it down into three categories. We're going to start with full size, like this P226 right here, and then compacts and subcompacts. And we'll show you some pretty popular examples and maybe talk about a few more and things that you potentially might have that will work with our select weapon lights.
So to start off, we have the Legion Series P226 with the Boulder RL. Now the Boulder RL has 1,120 lumens, two removable CR123A batteries, and of course that red laser.
Now this 226 has a 4.4 inch barrel, so that is bringing it into that full size category. Typically compacts are usually around that 4 inch range, so it is larger than a compact like a Glock 19 or something like that. But this should give you a good idea of what this footprint light looks like on a full size firearm. You can see that the lens right here and the head of the light itself is just a hair past that front barrel, so I think it actually is a really good fit. Now, I know some of you are going to say, but I don't have a 226. Well, the point of showing this to you is to show you what the light looks like with this specific barrel length. Now, if you have something that's shorter than 4.4 inches, well, it's going to stick past the barrel a little bit more than this. But if you have something that's longer than 4.4 inches, now keep in mind it needs to have a rail, then obviously the barrel is going to stick out more than the front of the light. But at that 4.4 inch size, I think it looks fantastic and a perfect fit.
Now, if you don't need the laser on your firearm, another great option for full-size pistols is the PL Pro. It's the same length as the Boulder RL, it just doesn't have the laser hanging on the bottom. It has 1,500 lumens and is magnetic rechargeable.
Now, these are actually the same length, even though obviously this one is going to have an overall larger footprint because you have that laser underneath. But I'll go ahead and show that to you here by easily removing the Boulder RL and putting the PL Pro on just like this. Crank it down and it is on there, good to go, and it's super solid. So that's another advantage, and it's actually the same mounting type system on all of our range. But you can see here it is literally the same length, so the light itself has the same footprint. It just depends on if you want that laser as well. Now, up next we have the compact range, which is easily the most popular pistols on the market, and we're talking about firearms that have a 4 inch-ish barrel, like this P10C right here and the Glock 45 right there, which is the exact same length as a Glock 19, which is easily the most popular pistol on the market. Now, you can see from this size range right here, pretty much the entire head of the light is going to be sticking out past the front of your barrel. The good thing is, though, the design of it actually works because the body of the light perfectly aligns with the front of that barrel, so then all you have is that head sticking out right there. And to add on that, the actual mounting system itself perfectly matches up with the front of the rail system that you have on these 4-inch pistols. So even though, yes, you do have that head sticking out the front, it actually is a really nice fit and it looks very natural on these 4-inch barrel length rails.
Now, the 4-inch barrel length that comes along with the compact firearms is kind of something that's in between. So lights like the PL Pro, which are designed for your full-size firearms, work on these, but also the lights that we've designed specifically for concealed carry, like the PL Mini 2 and the Boulder RL Mini, fit on these as well. So let's go ahead and show you those.
So again, to show you how easy it is, all we're gonna do is take off these full-sized options, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and put on our super compact options, which is the Boulder RL Mini right here and the PL Mini 2. So to put these on, all we're gonna do is fit up the light to whatever notch we want. So we're just gonna do that right there. It's actually gonna stay on there by itself, but to make it super secure, what you're gonna do is push the light back to the trigger guard. And then what we're gonna do is just pull that swing arm down and lock it in place. So these are both super solid. Now the really cool thing about this is, specifically, personally for me, for appendix carry, you're not gonna have that extra length sticking out from the barrel. So when you go to sit down, appendix carry, something like that, it's not gonna be jabbing you in the leg. So in terms of concealed carry, it's a much better setup to have a light that's not sticking out from the front barrel. So the Boulder RL Mini, for example, here, and the PL Mini 2 are perfect for concealed carry on these compacts. Now the cool part about that is you're not really sacrificing a ton of performance when you go to a light that is this small, because these are still 600 lumens. Both of these are 600 lumens, and they both have the magnetic charging as well. Now this Boulder RL Mini does have an integrated red laser as well, if you would prefer to, again, have a laser, but you don't have to. You could just go with the slightly smaller PL Mini 2, but in terms of just the white light, you are getting 600 lumens on both. And to touch on that, we also have the original Boulder Mini, which is a green laser instead of the red laser. So you literally have an option for anything. We've got red laser, green laser, and no laser. It really just depends on what you would prefer, but it's awesome that we have 3 different versions of these lights that don't stick out past that front barrel on compacts. Now the Boulder Mini RL, and the PL Mini 2 have that adjustable rail system, which is something you are not going to find from any other brands. But I think it's one of the best systems that you could possibly get because there's no compromises. It will literally fit on any firearm that you have that has a rail, including subcompacts. So let me show this to you on a different option. So right here I have a 43X, which is by far one of the most popular carry guns on the market. And this one, I actually put a third-party rail adapter on it to make sure that it works with the Boulder Mini or the PL Mini 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and fit this up right here, slam this back, lock it down, and now I have a 600 lumen light, rechargeable, with a laser on a 43X. I think that's absolutely amazing and just really, really cool. So this is a gun that doesn't even have a rail, and we put a rail on it and it still works with the Boulder Mini. This Boulder Mini, PL Mini 2, our adjustable rail system lights work with literally everything that has a rail. Even the tiny Hellcat, even the tiny Taurus G2C. It really is a monumental product for the industry, and you guys who like to carry the super small guns, because obviously they're the most comfortable to carry, now you finally have an awesome light option as well. And to give you an idea of how they compare to each other, here is all the lights that we've shown in this video. So the smallest one there at the top is the PL Mini 2, which is only 2.07 inches. Now underneath that we have the Boulder RL Mini, which is 2.24 inches. Underneath that, we have the full-size PL Pro, which is 3.27 inches. And just a hair longer than that is the Balder RL, which is 3.3 inches. So obviously the adjustable rail subcompact style on the top is substantially smaller, but that gives you an idea of how they look compared to each other.
So no matter what category you guys fall into, whether it's full size, compact, or subcompact, as long as it has a rail or a rail adapter, we have a light that covers your setup no matter what it is.
Now keep in mind, this was just a quick video to talk about compatibility because it's a question that we get a lot. But we do have shooting footage. We even have some torture tests on a ton of different options here on this YouTube channel. So if you want to go back through the channel and check out more on the Balder Mini, PL Mini 2, the PL Pro, Balder RL, all of these lights that we've talked about, you can check those out. But again, this video was simply just to touch on compatibility because we get that question on a daily basis.
Now, our second most popular question is holster compatibility with these lights. Now, we have a video linked in the description below where we show a ton of different holsters for various setups, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. But before you head over to that other video, don't forget we are giving away a Balder RL Mini in this video. All you guys need to do to enter is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and in the comments below, let us know out of all of Olight's pistol lights, which one is your favorite.
Now look, we understand that there's a ton of different brands and a ton of different firearms out there that you may own. So if you do continue to have questions about are our lights compatible with yours, just let us know in our Facebook group. You can send us a question on our website live chat, anything like that. But just keep in mind, as long as you have a rail on your full-size, compact, or subcompact, it's probably gonna work. The thing you have to keep in mind though is the full-size stuff, it's not gonna work on these tiny subcompacts. If you're gonna go with a subcompact, you need to get either the Balder Mini series or the PL Mini 2. Otherwise, if you have a compact or a full size, you can go to the bigger options like the PL Pro and the Balder RL, Balder Pro, options like that. So just keep that in mind, but as long as it has a rail, one of the lights that we make should work. Also on our website, we do have a 30-day return policy. So if you get it and it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. You still can return it if it's something that you didn't end up wanting to go with. Also, please use the code Olight10 at checkout on our website for any full price products to get an additional savings. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. We hope it helped a little bit on your quest to find a weapon light. And we'll see you guys in the next video.